He's Côte d'Ivoire's ambassador to the United Nations, and he asked him why he has described the recent incidents as genocide.
People were targeting in the region of Abidjan. Those people are from northern origin or center origin. They are either Djoula, Malinke, or Baoulé from the center. That's very favorable. And really, people are at stress right now. They fear for their life. What you said at the western part, that comes is a cycle of reprisal. I mean, violence reprisal. We denounce that as well. But the will of this plan designed by Mr. Gbagbo and his backers was unfolding right now. It has been long in advance prepared. It's ethnic cleansing. Also, to add to that, you have also people national from neighboring country are calling right now for a change of the mandate of the UN mission in Côte d'Ivoire. This mandate should be upgraded, should be reinforced to, let's say, to have a sort of peace enforcement mandate, because otherwise the killing will be perpetrated and the civilians are without any help. As you know, the protection of civilians is the heart of the peacekeeping operation. That should be fulfilled. Right now, the United Nations mission in Côte d'Ivoire could not fulfill this mandate, this task, because there's some limitation on that mandate. As you know, the supporter of Mr. Gbagbo, the force loyal to Mr. Gbagbo, prevent the peacekeepers doing the job. And worse, they are targeted as well.
A German security official claims the man accused of killing 2 U.S. servicemen on Wednesday has confessed to targeting Americans. The men were killed when an armed man boarded a bus carrying U.S. airmen to a Frankfurt airport terminal and opened fire. Prosecutors say they're now looking into what sparked the attack. Lawyers for Julian Assange have appealed against a judge's ruling to extradite him to Sweden. There, the WikiLeaks founder faces allegations of sexual assault. Documents were lodged at the High Court in London, but the appeal process could take months. Assange maintains his sexual relations with the women involved were consensual. Now, the Military Council in Egypt has appointed a new prime minister. SM Sharaf will take over from Ahmed Shafiq, who resigned on Thursday. Sharaf, a former transport minister, has been asked to form a new government. Shireen Tadros has more from Cairo.
It was the protesters' main demand, and on the eve of another million-man march, it was met. The military announcing on their Facebook page they'd accepted the resignation of Prime Minister Ahmed Shafiq, the man appointed by former President Mubarak before he stepped down. 12 hours before, Shafiq was on Egyptian television having heated debates. He told presenters and guests he wasn't planning on stepping down, even given the public pressure and planned protests. He also defended the state security apparatus Egyptians have come to loathe.
Friday's demonstration, which had been gaining a lot of momentum here, is still going ahead. But organizers say it's not going to be a sit-in or a protest, but a day of celebration because the Egyptian people have had one of their main demands met.
اليوم هيبقى تظاهرة فيها احتفال.
Friday will be a festive day. We will finish in the evening and tell people there is no need for further action now. We need to give a chance to the new cabinet to tell us how and when the rest of our demands will be met.
This is the man tasked with forming a new cabinet, Egypt's new Prime Minister Issam Sharaf. He served briefly as transport minister under Hosni Mubarak but quit his post in protest after a deadly train crash. He said the state was not serious enough about solving traffic issues in Egypt. Youth and opposition groups support his appointment. They want a new government of technocrats and to be rid of any remnants of the old regime. With political changes going full steam ahead, Egyptians are cautiously optimistic. They're keeping a close watch, aware the people's strength lies in their stamina to keep pushing for the kind of Egypt they're still dreaming of. Shireen Tadros, AlJazeera, Cairo.
Warm smiles mask simmering tension as the U.S. and Mexico seek to improve strained relations over border drug violence. That's coming up. And jewel of the ball, Silvio Berlusconi's dancer Ruby wows the crowds at Vienna's annual festival.
the clouds roll in across the Mediterranean, you'll still find it easy to drift away.
Hello, it's feeling a little on the fresh side across the Arabian Peninsula at the moment. Quite a keen northwesterly wind, the ultramar wind, that's coming back in. It's only 24 Celsius here in Doha. Similar values to come too for Abu Dhabi, but at least it will stay largely dry. A chance of 1 or 2 showers just around the southern end of the Red Sea. And this little discrete line of showers, maybe just pushing up into central parts of Saudi Arabia as we go through Saturday. Still at around 24 Celsius, just around the Gulf. At least, as I said, it is dry. Fine and sunny, dry too across Iran. We push away into Pakistan, again largely dry. Some very wintry weather still very much in place across northern parts of India through Afghanistan. New Delhi should be largely dry here, temperatures at around 23 Celsius. I think you may well see some grey skies though, so a little overcast if we should call it that. Plenty of cloud too, and some showers continuing into Sri Lanka, the far south of India. Temperatures in Colombo at around 34 Celsius. It's brightening up nicely for South Africa, but a few showers a possibility around the eastern and southern Cape. The wettest weather, the seasonal rains continuing through Madagascar, Mozambique, Zambia, right the way across into Angola. Heavy showers now edging the way a little further north. Heavy rain does continue to affect a good part of Brazil, with further flooding for southeastern parts.
Qatar Airways, world's 5-star airline.
On the next Riz Khan show, a barrier to peace. Former Pink Floyd star Roger Waters adds his voice to the calls for Israel to remove its wall in the West Bank. Riz Khan at this time on Al Jazeera.
If you're a Nokia user, you can download Al Jazeera's news widget from Nokia's Ovi store. The news widget, available on compatible Nokia devices, gives users quick and easy access to real-time news updates from Al Jazeera English. See the world in real time. Al Jazeera Mobile.
Welcome back. Let's start with another look at our top stories on Al Jazeera. More fighting in Libya as government opponents in Brega say they're in control of the town despite renewed air raids. The area has been under attack from forces loyal to the Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi for 2 days. At least 6 women have been shot dead at a rally for Alassane Ouattara in Côte d'Ivoire. Witnesses say they were killed by security forces loyal to Ouattara's rival, President Laurent Gbagbo. Egypt's military council has appointed Essam Sharaf as prime minister. He will take over from Ahmed Shafiq, who resigned on Thursday. Sharaf, a former transport minister, has been asked to form a new government. Back to Libya now, and mourners have been paying their respect to the opposition fighters who died in Brega. Our correspondent Jackie Rowland was there.
The battle for eastern Libya rages on, from the air and on the ground. The rebels' advanced positions are now about 50 kilometers